We get fully going.
Start with a shot of beer. That was very loud.
It was.
Okay.
Am I actually in frame?
I think so.
Okay.
Wait, are you mixing this through there?
I mean, it's just recording it.
Oh, okay.
I mix it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Isaac, what are some hypotheticals that... I was trying to think of some earlier.
If you had an entire peanut... Nope, that's really bad.
So there's a man with a gun.
Okay.
And he lives here.
No, there's a man with a gun. He's like, I'm going to shoot you.
Unless you eat an entire peanut.
Yeah.
Like even the shell?
Even the shell.
Yeah, even the shell. Would you
But
eat
the
it?
peanut is made of concrete. And you have
I got to swallow it.
Yeah, you got to chew it. You got to chew it first and then swallow it.
Well, I mean, I'm going to do it. It's not like
he's not necessarily going to kill you. It's just a shot. You don't know where he's going to hit. So he...
There's so many places he could hit you that would kill you, though. Why would you not eat it?
How many peanuts would it have to be? Concrete peanuts would it have to be if you didn't want to eat it?
How many?
Yeah, how many peanuts?
How long do I have?
Well, you have... I mean, as long as you want.
Yeah, as long as you need.
I get tired of eating them after a while.
Like, how many peanuts would be your limit?
It's okay. Well, okay. I'll change it a bit. The shell is concrete, but the inside is like actual peanut. But you still have
get
to
a
eat the
reward
shell.
once you
still
crunch
have to eat the
through.
Probably 5.
5?
Just
I could
5.
do 5.
What about, 5.
Yeah, but
Sammy.
Is that your limit? Is that
And
like,
then you
is
have
that
this-
like
your
the
limit.
6th? You're like, all right, I want to die now.
Yeah.
Is that,
At that point, you're just, I'm done eating
peanuts in
peanuts.
the first place.
what?
I don't like peanuts in the first place.
Sammy,
That's
that's
not
not...
the purpose of it.
That's not the point of this.
So what we're
whole
hearing
thing
is, even if they were normal peanuts, Sammy would just be like, yeah, kill me.
No, if they were normal peanuts, I would eat them, but it's just because of the concrete
No,
on
if
the
they're
outside.
normal, he'd eat 6.
Yeah, he'd make it to 6 and then have to be done.
That was a good hypothetical.
I did.
Is this episode 9?
I have no clue.
I think this is
I don't watch
episode
them
9.
because I don't like my voice and I don't have to edit.
Also,
so
you can't watch YouTube at your house.
I can watch YouTube at my house. The Wi-Fi thing broke down, so we had a Wi-Fi block.
Really? Yeah.
Like it was just like no, and then
I mean, it kind of makes sense with like you have little people.
yeah, I have little people in my house.
Little
so.
children that I should specify because
Yeah.
little people are
Yeah, I keep dwarves.
They're the worst.
dwarves in your house. But
They live out in the garden.
so yeah, episode 9. We got Cole Taylor, he's a senior, and Sammy Wooten, he's a freshman.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy, are you just gonna be silent?
Yes, I told him before, I'm like, if you're just going to be awkward, this is going to be terrible.
I mean, I'm going to try to talk.
Now there's pressure because you said it on record.
I don't
on the
care.
recording.
I don't care.
Put more pressure.
We still
on
have
Sammy.
yet to have a junior on the podcast.
That is very true.
And I think next week's might be the last one for this year for season 1 of CALcast.
Season
Yeah.
1.
Ooh.
We might have some summer specials.
No, you
Yeah,
have to have a
but
break. You got to have a
Well,
clear
no,
break
we're
so
going
that
to
your
Poland.
viewership
Yeah.
builds the anticipation.
Yeah, but we're going to
Yeah.
Poland, so we're gonna add like 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's not going to be consistent.
High school office, please, Kim Moore.
Thank you, Brenda. You are on our podcast now. If that showed up on
I think it did.
Do you have
show
to
up.
ask permission from her?
to record?
No, to use her voice on the podcast.
No.
No, okay.
As long as she doesn't
Because
listen
it's
to it.
it's
If
on the
she
announcements,
sues-
so it's public domain.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes through
yeah,
the whole school.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're just gonna build enough recording of her saying stuff that we can make our own announcements.
Yeah.
You should make a beat of it.
Yeah, just like Brenda
Get
Elliott
Dylan
beat.
mix.
Dylan has Ableton, so he could do that.
Yes. So
Uh,
your summer specials.
Like Poland, because we're going to
Yeah,
Poland.
we're
so
going
we
to
wanna-
Poland. We will. I
That'd
will
be cool.
try to record stuff, but they're like, they might make an exception, but like, so far it's like they take our phones while we're there.
Well, you could record video and stuff with your GoPro.
Yeah, but the mic would need to the portable mic we have would need to plug into a phone.
Yeah, it's the
Unless
GoPro's mic
unless
is
we want to
terrible.
pay
Yeah,
for
no.
like a $50 adapter for the GoPro to plug in a.
Well, no, I was thinking like just play music over the video, and then when we get back from Poland, we do a podcast like the next day.
Oh,
We don't need to
did
put
with
this
Disney.
part. Yeah, we don't need to put this part in the podcast
Well, I
where
mean,
we
it's-
plan the
it's fine.
podcast. I mean, we can.
Yeah, so
What
people
is?
know
Are
what
you
to
looking?
expect.
You checking
I
out?
don't know
that?
what that is.
Yeah, I just kind of saw this comment. You are funny and have a good British accent. Alright, I'm gonna open it.
What?
We're gonna open it.
Un-
It's probably
Unfurl the
an
map.
eighth grade thing, maybe. Because she
It's an
teaches.
appreciation
Or no.
note.
It just says Will.
Oh, that's. Huh.
Who's this for?
Will
Isn't that her
Meadows.
son?
It's for
This is
Will
not
Meadows.
for Will Meadows.
It is. He has a nice British
Isn't Will the
accent
name of her son?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh, maybe.
So that's probably who it is.
yeah, they
Birthday.
probably did like compliment day
You
or
nerd.
something.
Yeah, you nerd. Wow. You are very funny and great at basketball.
What?
Will, riding like this hurts like a butt cheek on a stick.
Why does everyone? Why has a?
What? I know my handwriting is absolute rubbish.
Rubbish?
Rubbish? Oh, it's because the British accent. He probably
absolutely rubbish. That's funny. And then
Is that his
you're
catchsphase,
so-
like butt cheek
Oh,
on
and then
a
it like
stick?
goes all
Look
the
at
way
the
around.
O's.
Oh.
What's happening?
And then
Funny. Something.
But
Everyone,
yeah.
there's a common theme here. You are very, 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 too many berries. Funny. You nerd.
You nerd.
Okay, so I think
It's definitely a catchphrase.
Yeah,
right there.
you nerd.
Well, no, I think the catchphrase is butt cheek on a stick.
Yeah, every one of them says you're funny.
Well, that's just a generic thing when you're told
Oh,
to compliment everyone in your class.
Yeah.
Will you have been a great
You're
friend
cool
to me?
and funny.
Cool and
Will
Eggs.
you have been a great friend to me and have a servant's heart, also known as dog's rule. What?
AKA dogs. What? I don't know. And wait, whoever wrote that underlined the D and underlined the word rule. So if
D
you
rules.
drool.
Oh,
Ooh.
Drool.
Oh.
Oh,
That's a code.
It's a subliminal.
It's definitely-
subliminal.
Oh, here's
insult.
Elsa over here
Oh.
casting some ice magic.
When it's-
I feel bad because none of the viewers can see these, but I mean, doing that won't really do much.
Do it.
What, doing this?
Yeah, there you go.
We got the drawings.
That's the.
Maybe take a picture.
O's.
We should get a picture of Elsa and her ice magic.
Hey, can you edit some kind of side by side of the whole poster? You know?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like doing that.
No, that sounds like too much work. to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we zoomed past. There was like one topic of conversation that we were going on, but we kind of zoomed past.
Well, there
it,
was
and
the
I can't remember
hypothetical
it.
in the beginning.
Well, yeah, we did hypothetical, but like that's like hypothetical.
See, but that's how my normal conversations go.
Yeah.
They just kind of.
They zip
You're like,
past.
okay, I'm gonna talk about this, and then.
Yeah, but then the problem is usually you don't have spectators listening in on your conversation and wanting
they're not
the.
actively listening.
They aren't actively listening, but they will be.
Soon.
I just kind of sit off to the side and don't say much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy, you're quiet.
Yeah, Sammy, you do need to speak up.
All right, so what
Say
are
a little
the
bit.
segments we got here?
Well, segments. See, that's the problem. We don't have many segments.
We just
we just kind
Our
of go
segment
for it.
is talk.
Our segment is if anything interesting happened today, we talk about it, and then if we don't have anything to talk about, we pull up the Centurion voice.
Well, it's
Speaking of that,
terrible.
you have your-
I
your
love
iPad?
that plan.
Yeah.
My iPad is in my car because I brought my iPad.
I have my iPad. Did you see the work of fiction that is now in the Centurion voice?
Yeah, we read some. We summarized it sort of.
It was
in
like
the last episode.
the most. I don't know if I should say this, but it was very weird.
It was strange. It,
was
wasn't what you would
strangely
expect for
it was
something.
It was very strange, and it had no like context. Like, oh, this is a creative writing story. It was just like
it was just there as a story.
flatlined. The guy went. Oh, I can just summarize it on my iPad. The guy like went to go
Well,
play some sports or something, and then like a famous sports guy was like, "You're cool," and then he had a
went to
stroke and
motel.
died.
Basically, he went to like a motel, and on the wall of his room said like, "Leave this room while you still can." And he was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then he like went unconscious and then
Died.
pretty
Yeah.
much. It like
What
it
is-
ends
this is
with him
in
in
the
the hospital.
voice?
Yeah,
flatlining.
has no author. Just
Doesn't say
very
anything
first
about
one.
the
Let me-
Anonymous.
It's called Flatlined.
So somebody at Cal wrote this?
Yeah.
We assume unless somebody
Someone
hacked
hacked
the
Calc- or not CALcast.
Somebody definitely
Centurion
hacked it.
voice.
because these last few articles don't have. I can't just look up Centurion voice. I'll be back with an update.
But yeah, the main reason I wanted the Centurion voice was because Cole told me earlier that he has some snazzy socks that we can
Yes.
tell him his personality.
Oh boy!
from.
If I'd love to pull up Centurion voice, except for my iPad is dumb
Right.
because
When I say-
I can't unlock update things.
When I say snazzy, I mean they're pretty simple, but
they're not flat
like
color socks.
white or black.
As do everyone's.
Yeah.
One sec. I'll find some.
Okay,
Drake
while he's
voice.
doing that, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Shoot. Okay, well.
No, we're talking about socks, not shoes.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Flatlined.
Flatlined.
Beep beep. Ben groggily opened his eyes.
Are we gonna like dramatic?
No,
We're
I
not
don't
going to
wanna read the whole
dramatically
thing.
read the entire thing. We probably also get in trouble. So, because
I mean-
we'd kind of be a little mean about it, most likely. No offense to whoever wrote this empty, non-named.
How many people actually watch this?
Well, we have like 14 subscribers, and I think a few people, like, because I post it on Instagram every time an episode goes up, so some people see it there. So it's, I'd say the average, because our first episode has like 100 views, but that was like February, and I'd say the average is like 30. Except I guess
So all your friends say.
the average after like a week or two is probably like 20 or 30. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a few people.
Yeah, a few people. More
So
than
if
you know.
If you say something interesting, it'll get more views.
Okay.
Because people will go, oh, wow, that
The-
episode
the
of CALcast was real funny.
algorithm.
Yeah.
I remember what I was gonna say. That you might notice that we are in different attire than normal. It's because we're recording on Thursday instead of Wednesday because.
Except for I took off my shirt, so I'm wearing.
Well,
Oh, don't
Oh.
cover that up, please.
oh no!
Sorry.
What even?
What's
that?
happening on your shirt?
It's a Queen shirt.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the one of the. I don't know if it's an album cover, but.
But yeah, it's Chapel Day because this man has had baseball yesterday. Wait,
Yeah,
you do
I'm
baseball too,
sorry.
don't you?
I had a lesson, but I didn't go to baseball.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, we're the coaches of the 7th grade baseball team at Cal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Assistant
really?
coaches.
Yes.
Oh, how you doing with that?
Our team is actually doing very well. They're 5-1.
Ooh,
I know they're about to be like the 2 seed probably.
snazzy.
I'm
See,
going to beat Crosby first.
yeah.
And you're missing
Don't
because
worry
you have to go
about
to prom.
Prom is very important. All right, Sammy. But, practice were pretty important because, he needs us to run or
Yeah.
do something for the team. But in the game, we kind of just
He's
sit
just-
on the bench and
Doing
just kind of
nothing.
stare at them.
what would you
while they
do?
play.
Okay, here's another hypothetical. What would
Here
you
we go.
do if the coach during a game just walked up to you? You're sitting on the bench, right? Like you probably don't
The
have
head
a
coach
uniform
is
on.
Mr.
Right?
Wooten.
Mm.
Oh
So,
well,
there
you
you go.
don't have a uniform on, right? Like you're because
Yeah,
you're
he
not
almost
playing.
ran me
Yeah.
over. when I was-
But so he comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, we need you to bat for this round."
Mr.
Brenda,
Wolf, if you could
Elliot.
please report to the elementary office, please. Mr. Wolf, if you could please
Mr.
report
Wolf?
to the elementary office, please.
He'll blow your house down.
Wow, that was not a good joke.
Not good. But yeah, so he comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, we need you to bat for like right now."
But he
And
gives you a
gives you
concrete
helmet.
bat.
No. Not everything is concrete, Isaac. We need some abstract nouns.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be fine to bat, but
But,
like the umpire would be like, dude, you need to shave and like get rid of your ID so I can't tell that you're not in 7th grade. Although Sammy might be able to pull it off.
I would be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
He's just a big.
He's just a
7th grader.
really big.
But then, what would you do if you like completely just missed every pitch?
Then I would
What
feel
would
bad.
I would drive home.
Mm.
I would leave right
I
away.
can't
What
drive
if
home.
instead of balls they threw concrete peanuts at you?
Okay,
Not
okay,
a concrete
here's
baseball,
No.
concrete
Here's a
peanut.
twist.
Yeah,
Here's a
we're going
twist.
back to the peanuts.
So you go up to bat, and then instead of a pitcher, they have a pitching machine. To sate Isaac with concrete baseballs, and
And
it
it-
pitches them at you at 200 miles an hour.
That would just
Would
kill
you
you.
still do it?
No,
That would just-
that's gonna
What if-
kill me.
What if?
And it constantly moves, so you have to move around so that you don't get shot in the face.
So it's not just the same spot.
no,
every
you gotta
time.
move.
It's like
the plate moves with
No,
it, so you gotta run really
the plate
quickly. You gotta run
So
really quickly.
You
so
have
you
to
don't
bat
just,
with one hand, and then with the other hand you,
You have
have
to try
like
and
you have a
catch 'em?
controller. The bat or the plate is on a platform. You have a little controller that you move it around with.
Oh yeah, you gotta
with
move
your
the
other
plate
hand
with
and
it.
you hit the ball with your other. They give you a tennis racket.
A tennis
Unless you
racket.
say
But like a
the
tennis
bird-
racket-
concrete
It's
ball.
it's
that's
not
made of
concrete anymore. It's
200
tennis
miles
ball.
Oh, it's a tennis ball. Okay.
But on a baseball field. and you have a tennis racket with one hand, and then
And
other
you're
hand,
concrete.
You are made of concrete.
I don't even know what the scenario.
would you-
What is the question anymore?
I don't think there was a question.
Would you win?
Would you do it? Would you be able to do it? How many?
No.
Okay, wait. Okay, how many? If 50 tennis balls were shot at you at 200 miles an hour with that moving plate thing, and you had to hit, how many of them do you think you could hit with?
Wait,
like
are they all at the same time?
No,
No,
like,
no, it's-
like
that's
one
what-
after
one at
another.
a time.
You get like a few seconds in between to adjust your plate and then hit
Yeah.
again.
How many do you think you could hit? Like actually hit, not just like it hits you.
So I'm adjusting the plate
Yeah.
and swinging.
I
Yeah.
think one. I could probably get
The
one.
last one. He definitely hit the last one. He'd wait and time himself.
I mean, but you can't wait in the same spot because you might get hit if you stay in one spot. You still have to move
my.
the plate around.
Yeah, if you get hit, I don't know what happens.
If you get hit, you
Rebecca
disintegrate.
Mosby, please report to the local.
That is
That's-
not Brenda Elliott.
No.
That's
Please
not
It's an
Brenda.
imposter.
to the Welcome Center.
Welcome Center. There's a welcome center? Where's the welcome center?
I don't know.
I've been at this school since kindergarten. I don't know where the
Wait,
welcome
what?
center is.
What are those rooms behind the main entrance? Like, why the main entrance? You turn left, and in the hallway,
Like,
There's
maybe
like-
there's
You
a
mean
welcome
this main
center?
entrance, like right here? It's
like the actual main entrance count.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about it?
Like, if you walk in and turn left in McKinley
In-
Hall, and
that's
before
like-
you get to the like van hallway.
Yeah, that's like offices, and that's also
are
like
offices.
there's like an office behind the front office where it's like open. There's a part where
Yeah.
you can't see it, and I think that's just where they do.
I
stuff.
thought those were like they did shadows and stuff like that. Like that's
I
where
mean,
the
it might-
shadows.
it
come
might
in.
Maybe,
I
but
don't
they
know.
don't have a welcome. I've
No,
never heard
they
of a
do not
welcome
have a
center.
welcome center.
Or maybe that is the welcome center.
I would hit 0.
Zero.
Zero?
There's your answer.
Would you just not try, or would you not be able
No,
to?
I
hit
would
it?
try, but like
No, call it.
an ever adjusting ball at 200 miles an hour, and you only get 50.
Yeah.
Like 50 sounds like a lot, but it's really not that many.
especially at 200 miles per hour with only a few seconds in between.
What if it was?
And you gotta avoid the ball. Like, you'd probably be focusing more
a
on not dying.
moving plate, maybe.
What
Maybe
if it
like
was
2.
the ball? Like it comes at you at like 20 miles an hour until it's like 2 yards in front of you, and then it goes 200 miles an hour. in front of you.
That's like even worse.
No,
I
because
think.
you have
The
time.
speed
You're like, okay,
change.
it's gonna be here, and then you can do it.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's-
so
that-
by the
you'll know.
by the end, you get like the rhythm down.
Yeah, but by that time you're just bunting it. You're like, all right, it's gonna be right.
Well, no,
here.
you have to actually swing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you gotta
for it to
hit a big
count.
boy hit.
Yeah.
That's still.
What?
That's still
Let's say it's
hard.
100, so you can easily put it into a percentage. What percentage of shots do you think?
5%.
5%.
Why
I
not
think
just
maybe
25%. I think I can get 25%.
25.
You can get 25 of them, Sammy.
Yeah, because if they're slow whenever they're coming in, then you can just adjust the plate to get to it.
But 20 miles per hour even is still not super slow.
No, 20 miles an hour is really slow.
I mean, for a
when it
ball.
comes
baseball,
when it comes
ball.
to baseball,
Well, it's a tennis ball, and you're hitting it with a tennis racket.
Yeah, and you
gotta
also
remember
still have to
that.
move. So like you're focusing on more than one thing at once.
Wait, wouldn't 200 miles an hour break the racket?
No,
Don't
this
worry
is
about
a,
that.
This is a concrete.
It's
yeah,
indestructible.
concrete racket.
indestructible.
It's
Don't
made out
worry
of
about
carbon
that.
nanotubes.
Concrete carbon nanotubes.
Okay, that's how it works.
Yep.
So we wanna do we
We're
wanna
just titling this concrete then.
Yeah,
Next time.
concrete.
concrete? Do we wanna review Cole's socks?
Oh yeah, I'll pull up the thing.
Oh, what is this thing?
What?
I remember the episodes,
The sock
watching
thing?
them, and the
What?
sock.
Your socks.
I
Oh,
don't
there's a
even.
search thing on Centurion Voice.
We got-
Yeah, we
got
used
them.
it.
Yeah, just got normal black
I
socks.
didn't use
Dang
it.
it, Sammy.
I
Sammy,
have
put
some
your
really
socks
weird
up
monster
here.
socks.
All right, wait. Who do you want to do first? The plain ones or the interesting ones?
I mean, both.
Both.
Put
Let's
'em
do the
both up
plain
here,
ones
man.
first. Let's reveal the interesting
Come on,
ones.
Sammy.
What?
Socks
Get
up.
Get your socks.
Socks up, bud.
Why?
Socks up. Oh, they're just black.
Short
Yeah,
black
This is
socks.
black.
Shocks. Short black shocks.
That's the.
No show socks. Nike.
It's just the black.
Solid color.
Solid color. That's
Oh, that would
solid
be him.
color ankle socks.
Let's see what Sammy
They're
has.
like
You are an
non-
average human being who recognizes the logic of socks that pretty much go with any color. A
Any
dull
shoe.
color like black, white, or gray show your style, intelligence, and simplicity.
Sammy
Okay.
is a simple being.
He is a simple being.
I have some really weird
Simpleton.
monster socks.
Oh,
Like
you didn't
they're
wear them,
gray.
did you?
Now Cole's.
They've got these kind of
Argyle?
argyle.
Is that on here?
With some maroon.
Let's see if Argyle's
I don't
on here.
remember.
If not,
Oh,
ooh,
they are.
Argyle.
They're
you
specific category.
You are 100% a golfer. Or a
Oh, I
retired
do
golfer
golf.
at that.
Are you retired though?
Not yet. I don't
You most
think so.
likely have a dozen pairs of these socks neatly laid out in a sock drawer with color-coordinated outfits to match.
I've got one pair. I don't...
Do you have a color-coordinated outfit?
No.
Okay, well,
Well,
again, the
there you
foot
go.
sock
There's,
thing.
there's our sock segment.
Yeah.
You were asking about segments.
Thank you, Anna
earlier.
P, for providing that.
Yes, you have been of great use to us.
That sounded very creepy.
Ooh.
Your work has been of great use to us.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh yeah, they've also no longer have like links to the Centurion
they're all
voice.
just listed.
They're
there.
just in long form.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have to click on it anymore.
Oh yeah, LeBron James would be the sports guy. Oh, and Dwayne Wade would be the sports guys who were helping the guy do basketball.
Before he had a stroke and died.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to the stroke story.
Yeah.
Isaac
Sorry,
just-
I had to.
I was confused.
Yeah. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade.
Okay, so I just now realized that Isaac is also going to be interested in this, but you two like to play Magic.
Uh huh. I
Yeah.
play Magic too.
Isaac does that. Is
Why
this
have we
taboo
never
at Cal?
played?
I don't know.
Because
Oh, I knew.
Because I haven't. Because I never bring my decks. Because whenever I'm in a bus, you all are like up there, and I'm in back with the percussionist. So I'm I'm not going like all the way up there.
Yeah. that
Oh, I
makes
found
also
out whose
I-
card those were, by the way.
Oh, whose cards are they?
Anthony.
Oh,
What
well, I have
cards?
one of them now.
He didn't need them. They were his sideboard. We found two cards. They're like a God's Will and a
Yeah.
Springwell, I think.
I dropped it. It was dropped on the ground. I was like, I'll take that one. You can have the dumb one. It's so sick.
got
I didn't know you
God's will.
played. What kind of deck do you have?
Oh,
Or
right
decks.
now. Right now,
That's in parentheses.
I have a 4-color humans deck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
But-
pretty popular now. Actually,
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
5-color one.
Yeah, the 5-color one is. But I don't have like the big boy expensive cards because I'm
That's
not
how I
spending.
feel.
Yeah,
You
I'm
should
not
have
spending
told
that
us
much
and
money.
just print them out.
I proxied a deck.
Yeah,
by
I mean, I would
printing
do
out the cards.
Yeah.
And everyone makes fun of me for it, and I'm like, well.
Well, I mean, I have good cards now, so and it's better than paying like I'm gonna pay $300 for this deck. Oh
And
yeah.
all of it is in the lands.
Oh
all
my
of it is
gosh. Lands are ridiculously expensive.
That's why I play mono color decks. That way I can just get basic lands.
That's
Until you
lame,
get-
Sammy.
Yeah, until you get wrecked by some other
Yeah.
deck.
My black deck, boy, it got me 4th in a tournament.
Hmm.
I have no. I can't.
Did you
relate.
had I? No, that was somebody else.
What?
You'll play eventually.
I mean, you all
It's-
started a game with me when we were
Yeah,
doing
he's played like 3
See,
times.
it's-
once, but for
I
like
don't
3
really like
turns.
those kind
The
of
game
games.
can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be,
Yeah,
based on like what you play.
that's
Yeah.
why
You can play a very simple deck, or you can play a very complicated deck.
I prefer the complicated ones, but
Me too. But it really depends on who you're playing with,
uh-huh.
because once you start doing stuff, like when I play with Zach, I start doing stuff and I try and explain to him what I'm doing, like,
Uh-huh.
untap this, and float this man, and he's like,
Rebecca
just
Moses,
do it.
please come to
I
the
don't
front
care.
office.
I'm like,
Rebecca Moses.
well, you want to know what I'm doing, so I
Yeah.
don't just cheat you out of
My-
anything. And he's like, I don't even care anymore. I'm like,
I don't build
Sorry,
certain
Zach.
types of decks anymore because I would play with my dad, but he'd just get mad because the games would take he would go untap, draw, play my thing, and I'd go, okay, untap all my things, tap this, draw a card, and he would get so mad at me because it would take years, and then he'd be like, I don't have any cards in hand, you go.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about
I
right.
played the beginning of a game.
Yeah,
once,
because
and
Just the beginning.
he plays D&D with us when.
Oh, yeah.
So we were playing, and people hadn't shown up yet, and we're like, "Hey, let's play Magic while we're waiting." And we were playing, and then they showed up quick, so
Yeah.
we didn't
I
have
was
to.
kind of glad because.
So what is your-
I was not following.
What is your D&D group? How many people are in it?
Let's see, me, you, my
Why did
aunt,
you
my
point-
uncle.
Why did you
did-
point to
yeah.
me? When
Yeah,
you
you
said
Oh,
me?
did I?
yeah,
Oh.
you went me, you.
You, me, my aunt, my uncle, their friend, my dad, my sister.
Oh, okay.
Seven
So it's
people.
not like 4 friends.
No.
Or it's not like.
Well, we
like
have
4
played with friends.
Oh, okay.
It's just
That was
less.
when we got basketball thrown.
Because in
Yeah.
my experience, when I play with friends, it's impossible to line up everyone's schedules.
Oh yeah. Well,
is
see,
what happened.
what we
to
do since we have
us.
7 people, what we do is right now my dad is DMing, but what we do is like if one person like I couldn't make it to the last one, so I was just like, hey, tell me what happens later. But
we didn't even do our main one.
Yeah.
So they just kind of drag you along like you're a dead body or something.
Yeah, they just like, oh, he's doing a thing, and
really-
then the character
I really-
disappears because we don't really care about
Yeah.
continuity all that much.
Yeah.
I really hate missing though, because it's like you don't get any XP or anything, and it's like
Yep.
everyone's already leveled up and I haven't. It's,
Yeah, my character's already a little bit overpowered though, so it's fine if I miss. I'm.
What level are you at?
What level are we at? I forget.
I don't know.
But
think,
I
like,
made a monk
are we
barbarian.
9? I think it might be no.
Yeah, level 9
It
seems
is
right.
9.
How long have you been playing?
Well, we
The
started
same
at like level
group.
7.
Okay, so the way this works is we started out. Matt wasn't playing with us, and we started out playing just with me, my aunt, my uncle,
Yeah.
and my sister and my dad. And we did one campaign until about like level 6, and during the end of there, I got Matt and a few people to play, but like nobody liked it except for Matt. So it was just people like not wanting to play, and then me getting mad at them, and then like, oh wait, this is supposed to be fun, except for Matt actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So then everyone went to sleep, and Matt and Cameron finished out like a 4-person
Cameron
dungeon by
enjoyed it,
themselves.
too.
Cameron did enjoy it. They finished a 4-person dungeon by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right,
Yeah. So
I
that.
don't know what this game is.
it's Dungeons.
I know what
that's
game
like,
it is, I
That's
just
like
don't know how to
me
play
with
it.
Magic. I'm just sitting here like I have no.
Yeah.
I have
So-
nothing to add.
And then what we did was after that, I was like, okay, so Matt enjoyed it, so maybe I'll just.
GoPro just turn off. Well, we might just have audio for a second. You
Yeah.
can keep talking.
Okay, so what happened was Matt enjoyed it, and then they were like, and I was like, okay, Matt enjoyed it. I'll have him come to some of our sessions because those guys didn't enjoy it
Yeah.
all that much. So then I started doing it with them again.
Preparing file?
Oh
It was
no.
crashed or something. I don't know. We'll see. What
Okay,
happens.
so I started.
Let's get a pictures.
yeah.
Going, a little slideshow.
Just put like the player's
Nice.
handbook overlaid on. But so Matt started playing with us, and he joined, and then my uncle and aunt were like, "Hey, they're like 20, so it's not like they're." So they were like, "Hey, we have a friend."
That
I
was
was-
sinking.
And they're like, "Hey,
Wait,
we have."
Will that screw it up?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just make sure there wasn't like.
It doesn't
2
matter how many
claps.
there are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have a friend who liked to play. So then we have all these people, and so I DM'd a different campaign until about level 6, 7.
Something like that. Yeah.
So we did that for a few months, and then we went back to the other campaign to finish it. So
And
that's what we're
I was
doing
there
right
at
now.
that time.
Yeah, you were finishing it.
I
That's fine.
came in.
He made a new character and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I have played with him and my
It's a
friends.
freaking complicated game.
Oh, it very
I
much
don't-
is.
I like it.
I don't understand.
I like
it
that
at
it's
all.
like.
Have you not-
complicated.
I try. We tried to start.
You
No,
need to like. Did you
like,
all?
We tried to watch so many YouTube videos.
Did
and
you like? None of you had any experience when you
No.
started.
Okay, then
You
let's
should
Literally
probably.
no
you should,
one.
if you want to try
have someone that
again,
has
me and
experience.
Matt can come in and
Yeah,
help
we
you
could-
guys
we could do
because
that.
it's.
We have a couple people. Well, there's 4 of us all going to the same college, so
Okay.
we might try.
I'm
and
go
get
for
some
Okay,
some
if you
good
want some
going.
tips, we can like run a short adventure. Show you
Wait,
how
is
it's
this
done.
like a card game?
No.
Or
No,
is
it's
online?
theater of the
All
mind.
here. It's all
Oh.
here.
It's
Which is
write it
so
down,
much
roll
fun.
dice game.
Uh-huh. There's like simple math, but that's like it.
Simple math, yeah.
It's like 20, like the highest that you ever
The
do is like
D20
20 plus
plus
11
whatever,
or
yeah.
something.
Well, there's the D100.
But that's
Well, it's not. It doesn't have
Oh,
100
the
sides.
percentage.
yeah, the
it's a
percentage. You can buy a D100, but they're like very
I feel
unreliable
like, I
because
feel
like
like it would be like really.
you can't really tell
Is
what
it
you
the
roll.
size of a normal dice? Your
It's
die?
gotta
It's
be
kind of
this
big boy die.
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
gotta
say
be
it
like
has to be
this
big to
big.
have 100 sides and not. Just
100 sides.
Yeah, so you just roll a
That is
D10.
definitely this big. And you're like,
It's like a golf ball.
no,
About
it's like a baseball or something. I
D
don't know.
infinity is just a sphere.
That's very true.
You never know what the
Ooh.
number is. It's
Yeah,
just-
because I mean, the more sides you get,
It
the
never
less
stops.
reliant it is, and you roll it. It's like, oh, I have 5 dice on the top, 5 numbers on the top.
So yeah, but yeah, I like that D&D is complicated in the sense that like it's complicated at first, but a lot of the stuff you write down onto like character sheets and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you just need to reference it. You don't have to keep it all in your head.
No, it's
So it's a
literally
little
like-
less complicated once you've done that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that.
It's the combat.
Oh, that's what
The
those
combat.
people.
So
I do not like fighter characters.
I don't understand at all.
I do magic.
It's so confusing.
Oh yeah, Matt's a wizard. That would surprise you at all.
But like the way you have to like choose who goes first and the initiative and
Okay,
all
it's
that
not
crap.
actually that hard.
It
You roll
seems-
you roll your d20 and add your dexterity to it,
Yeah.
and whoever has the highest.
I know,
one,
but there's so many people in
It's
our
just the
group,
order.
and then so many monsters.
oh
you
my
gotta
god!
roll
Oh,
for
it's
everyone.
It's so.
Wait,
Yeah.
So what you
DM'd
do?
when you did?
I had to.
Oh.
God.
I did hours of research. I was so prepared for this, and then everyone was like,
Oh, that's the worst when you prepare
Oh my
for like
gosh.
2 hours and everyone's like, "Wait, I want to go like look at this thing," and I'm like, "But." this
No,
way."
I didn't care where they went. They
You
just
had
didn't know what they
something
were
planned?
doing.
Okay, yeah.
So
See,
they're
you
like,
need somebody.
they're like, okay, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna look at everything. I'm like,
Please,
I'm like,
just hurry up.
no, but they would be talking loud. I'd be like, okay, you just triggered monsters and stop doing that thing.
Yeah, when I
And then-
played with, sorry.
Oh well, and then once they learned that like their talking was bad, then they would like be quiet and they wouldn't want to do anything. And I'm like, you have to do something now. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, when
Yeah,
I played.
if we went with you all and Isaac DM'd, it would be good.
Yeah,
fun.
I enjoy DMing more than I do playing. So, and because I just like the preparation of it all and getting a story. When I played with him and it was you, Paul, a few other people, we kind of tried it again and we played it through a little bit of a campaign. They just did not care, so they just kind of like walk through and I'd be like, oh, there's a trap and you take this much damage. They'd be like, okay, and they just don't look for traps anymore and they just keep taking damage from traps. I'm like,
that's not how this works.
no, I'm like, this isn't how this. Okay,
Wait,
we
if
can
it's
keep.
on paper, how do you like get traps and stuff?
Well, okay,
It's
so
just
I
a-
describe a room. For example, I'd say like, oh, it's a 40-foot by 10-foot room, and there's a tiny pot in the corner, and you walk over, and you're like, the characters go, and then they're like, what do you want to do? And then the characters decide. They're like, I'll check the pot. They open it up, and it's like, there's a goblin inside, and he attacks you.
Yeah, or like, but also
It
when they're
does
like,
help 'cause-
I'm gonna go and check the pot. It's like, well, there's a giant trap. You just stepped in, and then
Yeah.
they're like, and then the next room they're like, I'm gonna move 2 feet, and then I'm like, no,
So that's
just
why
check for traps and then move.
Yeah, that's
Don't-
why traps. You gotta play with the person who's experienced, because they know they can show like, oh, I'll make a perception check, see if there's a trap or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Did
That's why
you
they were so
did you
bad.
do it like just completely made up the story? Or
No, we
did
used
you
the
use a
book.
What
Okay,
book
so I
did
was
you
gonna
use?
say.
I don't know. We had a book.
But yeah,
You
Sammy,
had
it
a
also
book. You don't know
helps.
what
There's a book.
Sammy, it also helps to have
Hello?
the book because like
Sorry, I'm
it's
just.
fine.
That's fine.
We're still filming it.
The book is like it gives you guidelines on like what
Whatever.
roughly to do.
Yeah.
So you're not just like you don't have to make everything.
No,
up.
it helped me.
Yeah.
It just didn't help them.
Yeah,
They
because
were
like,
just terrible.
because the thing is, when you don't know what you're doing, it's like
It's so bad. Then.
it takes so long. We spent our first session, because my dad had played when he was in high school. So he was DMing because he had somewhat of experience. The rest of us had nothing. Our first session, we spent like the entire time sitting in a jail cell, like cleaning. And talking to the other prisoners, because we had no idea how to
Our
break out.
first thing lasted 8 hours, and it was the first part of a 4-part story.
Oh no.
And oh my gosh, it was terrible. And they just it
Did
was.
you have snacks and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
we-
the
we were
snacks
at,
are.
That's
we
that's
were at-
required.
You
for
can't play
D&D.
D&D without
I was
snacks.
We
gonna
were
say-
at Pam Jennings' house. All right.
Okay. Oh,
Excuse
so-
me, Miss Jennings. You can edit that out later. All right. She has all the snacks.
Oh yeah, my
All the
mom.
snacks.
My mom does a similar thing where she's like, oh, "Okay, your people are coming over. I'm buying goldfish for Matt because I know he likes those."
I
And then,
eat like an entire bowl.
yeah, she has like the meal down. She's like, "I'm making this. I know Matt won't like it, so I'm gonna make this as well." And then
I can't
yeah.
deny. I'm
Yeah.
picky.
And then she was like, "Yeah, I bought these snacks for you, and there's sodas down because we have a fridge down in the basement. There's sodas down in the fridge here." And then we just play for like 4 or 5 to 6 hours.
That sounds great.
It's fun when you know what you're doing, because you can kind of get into the character and kind of play around. But when you don't know what you're doing, it is miserable.
It was bad.
Wait, so is there like a moderator who like sets up the
Yeah.
rules?
Okay, yeah, the
DM.
moderator
It's
is
the
called the
DM.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Okay.
DM.
That's what Cole was. He was the one who read it and was like, okay,
I
he
was
plays all the
ready.
monsters. Yeah, you
I
were
was ready.
And
I
they were
had
not.
so many notes, and I was like, I'm writing everything down. I'm prepared.
Yeah, the first time I did it,
So
I
can
was.
you die in the game?
Oh, if you die, your
multiple
character's
times.
just dead.
You
You gotta make a new one.
character, yeah.
Unless like
There's some kind of.
there's
So
resurrection.
And I'm
magic.
assuming your experience resets too.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, you
I
gotta.
mean, you can predetermine like with the DM or whatever, like what level they
Yeah,
start.
each
at.
time you play a campaign, you kind of go like, okay, the party's this level here, be this level. Unless you're like have a really mean DM and they're like, you know, you have to start at first level.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but that's dumb because some people don't like that.
Have you ever heard the news story that these guys had like a 20-year campaign going?
What?
Yeah, and then like one random day, the DM was just like, "All right, you all die,"
Oh,
and he
what?
like killed them off, and it like ended.
I would be so mad.
And they were all just like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "I don't want to play anymore."
I don't.
I read that somewhere. It was like an actual news story.
Was this during
It
your
got-
research?
No. But I just remember hearing about it and I was like,
This got news coverage.
that sounds like a weird game for 20 years.
20 years. That's insane. 20 years long.
Might be fake news. I don't know.
Fake,
Could be.
fake news.
Yeah.
Grumble,
Just like the
grumble, grumble.
Cowboys.
Yes.
Well, it's 4:03, so
Yeah,
we
my
need
dad's been
to
texting me telling me that
we need to eat
Yeah, we need
because
to
we have
eat.
a concert. Go to the concert, even though it doesn't matter because this comes out on Saturday. So
That's
go
very
back in time. Go back
Okay,
in time
so-
to the concert.
We had a very variety of topics
We
spoken
had
about.
a cut in the video.
Magic
because-
concrete.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Wait.
overlay
You
something.
will enjoy if you haven't already. You will enjoy the last minute or so
Wait,
of this
if
podcast.
I say you'll enjoy at the end. How is that? That doesn't make any
No.
sense.
You'll enjoy the end card and the music that comes on. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
We're not-
I like that.